Why the
Fudge.
is it so hard to find motivation? Whether you're in high school or in college, you know that it's relatively easy to get your
But-
ass down and finish an assignment if it's due in like 5 hours and you barely started it. But you also know that it's pretty much physically impossible to finish it with a good time margin like a day or a week ahead. Your teacher and your parents probably tell you that a normal person would not wait until the last moment to do what they need to do, and that basically you're an idiot. Even though you see them, your classmates and pretty much everyone procrastinate all the time. Maybe you came across a few people who have a suspiciously great work ethic and do all their tasks ahead of time. But those are either nerds or wizards, and we don't need to concern ourselves with them. However, the ability to do things when you tell yourself you will do them, procrastinate less and be more productive, sounds kinda cool. And this is the difference between being lazy and procrastinating. If you're lazy, you're cool with chilling all day and putting minimum effort into your assignments. It doesn't bother you. However, procrastination is putting off work until later unwillingly due to lack of motivation. You're actually ready to start the assignment on time, but then your brain goes, "Nah dude, we got time. Go watch YouTube or something." But it'd be more responsible. Did I stutter? If you're a procrastinator, you're most likely not happy about it and you want to change that fact. Lucky for you, there's heaps of motivational and tutorial videos on YouTube about ending procrastination. Unlucky for you, most of them are trash. Now, I'm not saying this video will be any better, but when I was at my worst in terms of motivation and procrastination, almost none of them really helped me. A famous millionaire's key to success speech motivated me for a whole 5 minutes, and 5 morning habits of successful people did absolutely nothing because I was not motivated enough to form positive habits. However, the tip that I will show you is what helped me get out of that spooky place and mark the first, but the most important step of my own fight with procrastination and motivating myself. I first read this tip in a book called End Procrastination by Peter Ludwig, but later found out that it takes place as a first course of action in pretty much every single self-help book. What I'm talking about is creating your vision. In short terms, it is figuring out what the heck it is that you want, writing that
Stuff.
down, imagining yourself achieving what you want. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. Now, in more detail. Number 1, figuring out what the
Heck.
you want. Take 30 minutes or so, sit down with a pen and a piece of paper, put on some music if you want, and write down what you want to achieve. These goals should be clear, very specific, and have a determined time frame. This year, get an A in English and get a B in math. Finish all assignments one day before deadline. By the end of the year, have a week where you study 1 hour every day. Think well about what you want, but not too much. The good thing is that this is not a legally binding document and you can change it whenever you want. Having any goal is always better than having no goal at all. This step is absolutely crucial, and without doing it, your chances of being more motivated are the same as the chances of us having the same Spider-Man for more than 3 movies. Naturally, you will be tempted to procrastinate this step, and that will get you nowhere. It took me about 3 months to get myself to do it, and yeah, it was a big waste of time. Therefore, I have prepared a special tool for all of you to help you do this as a first step as soon as possible. If you don't write down your goals in the next hour after watching this video, your mama is hella fat. You're welcome. Number 2, write that
Stuff.
down. Writing something down, unlike just thinking something, has the magical property of not disappearing in like 5 minutes. With my memory being as reliable as the McDonald's ice cream machine, I find that highly useful. The way you can do it can range anywhere from just writing it down to unleashing your creative spirit on that piece of paper. The more personal your vision is, the better. You can even create a symbol of some sort that you will then associate with your goals every time you see it. You can do this on a computer as well, as long as you can print it and have physical copies, which helps. Then you can hang it up somewhere where you will see it. Number 3, imagining yourself achieving what you want. Now take a good hard look at your set of goals and in your head, visualize yourself achieving them. Imagine the emotions that you will be feeling once you achieve your goals and see every detail, down to things like what you'll be wearing. Make it as real as possible. And now, just remember it. This is what's called an emotional film. This is what you'll play in your head when you're not feeling motivated, when you just can't be arsed. This has a similar power of watching a motivational video on YouTube, but instead, you can do it instantly, inside your head. And that's it. Once you set your goals, you'll find out that it's much easier to identify your behaviors in which you're acting against them. You'll also find out that it's easier to take command and actually do the things that you tell yourself you should do. What more can you do? It's probably best if you hear this not just from me, but from other sources as well. I recommend reading the book End of Procrastination by Peter Ludwig. It's short, sweet, and it will tell you what I spoke about here and way more. It's definitely worth a buy. That's all. Peace.